I am such a package that just arrived from Amazon. I am an outdoor enthusiast, and these 14 power binoculars are just what I've been looking for my outdoor wildlife viewing adventures. So I'm going to do an unboxing just to show you what just came. It's a kit. These are Sogries, high quality binoculars, and it comes as a kit. Let's take a look what's inside the box. Wow, this is nice. It's a nice case. Looks like it's going to have a option to attach a strap. Let's take a look. It's amazing that it all fits in here. Let's see. All right, nicely foam padded. Foam rubber compartments. We've got directions and a cleaning cloth. Miscellaneous hardware. This looks like hardware to put on the neck strap. This is a camera adapter to allow your phone to see through the binoculars. Everything is individually packaged. Toss it in there. Wow, this feels nice. Your tripod. Just take a look real quick. Nice. Tripod. Just set that aside. We've got a tripod adapter that'll be used to attach the binoculars. So it's gonna screw on to my tripod. So, and now the good stuff. Here's what I've been looking forward to seeing. Wow. Wow. The build quality just feels amazing on these. Just my first impression. The objective covers, they just fall off and they're connected. The front ones, they go on the strap. So once I attach the strap, they'll stay on the strap. Adjustable for eye. Nice. These just feel so much nicer than I actually thought they were going to be. I'm impressed. The neck pad, foam rubber, neoprene. So, alright, so that'll use this hardware here to attach through here, through the lens cap. This is a really nice system. I'm actually amazed how nice the quality appears. I'm going to take it out in the field and we'll see if we can see some birds or other wildlife and see how it actually works.
There was also the binoculars itself. It comes in this pouch right here. And before we get into that, I want to mention that there was this good user manual. It shows, gives you a description of the different parts of the binoculars, and inside here you'll see how to use it, the operations of the binocular, zoom feature, other instructions, and Q&A of the most commonly asked questions, return and exchange policy, and if you have any other questions, you can just shoot them an email right here. So put that to the side. Inside the pouch here, we have the binoculars itself. We have a cleaning cloth for the lenses, and we have a strap to hook onto that. Feels very like a nice material, keeping the binoculars safe. So here's the binoculars themselves. It has these caps on the top here. You can just take these off to protect the lenses. Also on the front right here. This feels very sturdy, I would say. It has a nice like hard material, like hard plastic here. Here's like a rubber material, and it just feels very grippy, like it's not gonna slip out of your hands. Even if your hands are wet, it feels very grippy and sturdy. You can just twist it like this, depending on how you want to hold this. Like if you have wide eyes or narrow eyes, you can adjust it like this. And here you have two spots to put the straps. Here you have your zoom lever. You have various different zooms. And here you have your diopter focus adjustment ring. Here you have your ocular lenses, which these things will go up and down, just like that. And on the top here, you have your center focus, just like that. You can see when you twist this whole part right here comes out like that, giving you that adjustment that you need. See how it goes all the way. And I have used this for quite a bit now. It's it gives a very good picture, and it's very high quality. The center focus definitely makes it, makes the picture a lot 10 times better. You can adjust it slightly like this, and it just makes such a big difference. And I was looking at the forest, for example. You can see the different leaves, very detailed. And this is, especially for bird watching, this is fantastic. You can look at all the different birds, the detail, and you can look up close even, go to the beach, I don't know, whatever you want to do, you can use these for viewing anything you want. And I gotta say, it's very fantastic pair of binoculars. By Sogries. I would highly recommend these, and I would say that's about it for my review. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Okay, these are the Sogries binoculars, and let me tell you, these are nice. These are the nicest binoculars I own now. So let me start with They send this packed like, you know, look at this. This is in a box. It's got really thick padding. They send it like they're really taking care of business. You get a binocular holder case here. It has a strap. You get a nice long neck strap. You get the hardware for the neck strap. Cleaning cloth. These are the covers for the lenses, right? So we're going to go in like that. And then on the back, they're going to go around it. I like that these little guys are held together by this one less thing to lose. Okay. So this, you can, like starting with the eyepiece, it's more solid, right? You can get your eyebrow, forehead just right up here on that. You got your individual adjustments, of course. So you can see the action here that's moving both of the eyepieces forward and back to focus. Got a nice comfortable grip here. Little texture pads for your thumbs. There's a little bit of extra something to grab on the top for your fingers so you don't just slip off. Really clear optics on this. Really nice. I have this little digiscope adapter. I'm going to put it on and see if I can get some images that are representative through the lens with my cell phone camera. That's always a tall order, so let's see how those turn out.
These are nice binoculars, quite large, as is to be expected with any 10 by 50, and these go from 10 to 30, which is nice for being able to scan the area at 10 power and then zoom in for a closer look at 3 times closer, 30 power. I've found that they focus nicely and stay in focus as you zoom in, so that's a good feature. If I were going to ask for another feature to be added to these binoculars, it would be to have the eyepieces that work equally well for with glasses on and without glasses on. And what I mean by that is, if you look at this other pair of binoculars, it has a feature like that, so that when it's in like that, you can use it with your glasses on. When it's out like that, you can use it without glasses on and get the same field of view. I can see through these with my glasses on, but typically I will have to take my glasses off to get the best view, widest view with these particular binoculars. Another thing I noticed about them is that they're not as tightly constructed as some other newer binoculars. You see, when you focus, the movement is actually visible here as the ocular lenses go in and out, and that can tend to get a little bit of grit in there and become a little jumpy, whereas these other binoculars, it's all internal and they're sealed up. But for bird watching, I found these to be quite good, easy to zoom in and get a closer look, try to identify that odd little sparrow by all its markings.
And everything else, it's kind of pointless to even bother trying to show on the camera because my lens won't focus. But either way, no, really nice. Like I said, you know, they're just a little too hefty for me, so I personally am not a big fan. But if this is the type you're looking for, they are very nice. So do with this information what you will.
So I put it on the tripod. If you'll notice, this chair is a little bit tilted, so it's very convenient the way this can adjust to compensate, in addition to normal tripod positioning. It comes with a phone mount you can use for the tripod alternately instead of the binoculars. So what I'm going to do now is focus the binoculars way out there, if you can see it, that little roof with a vent stack or vent pipe coming out of the roof between those trees. So let's see how the binoculars do on that. Okay. So this is an attempt to look through the binoculars. You can see that roof. And you can see what we just did. We looked through there. And this is that roof, what it looks like without the binoculars. Yep.
Summer with Surfside. It's Brian Victor here. Tired of those lackluster cooling systems? Switch to Rude and feel the difference. Thanks to the IRA Act, you can score up to $2,000 in tax credits on select heat pump systems. Maryland residents, there's exclusive rebates from Rude. Personally, I've upgraded to 3 Rude 18C inverter heat pumps to stay cool. Rude keeps me comfortable whether I'm chilling at home or hosting game day parties. Beat the heat this season and visit Rude.com. That's RUUD.com to see why they're the MVP of cooling. Remember, if it ain't Rude, it ain't right.
Are you getting the connection you deserve? 5G home internet can be spotty, and no one should settle for that. Save 50% over T-Mobile and Verizon 5G home internet in your first year with Xfinity. It's reliable internet with the speed you need at a great value. You'll get consistently fast speeds, even during peak hours, with 99.9% network reliability. For the internet experience you deserve, switch to Xfinity and bring on the good stuff. Now through July 25th, get 300.
My old 30-plus-year-old binoculars. My new couple-week-old binoculars. Really nice. I love the lever here on the side for zooming in and out. Easy. So once you get it focused, you can use that lever to zoom in and zoom out. Very nice.